his older brother Itachi killed their entire
Right now, you and I are about to watch every Naruto character explained in 16 minutes.
Uzumaki. Naruto Uzumaki, also known as the Child of Prophecy or the Seventh Hokage,
Yep.
his story is not
Wait,
as
isn't
great
it?
and epic
Oh yeah,
as
he is
people
the
think.
seven.
He grew up with no parents, no
Hokage.
friends, and a giant fox demon, or better known as Kurama, sealed inside his belly button. Because of this, everyone in the village hated him, and no one wanted to even.
Before I do anything, do y'all know that Kurama was only Korean because they don't want to seal him? I forgot what it is, but it's like everybody hate him because he had that demon fox. And the crazy part about it, Naruto grew up as an only child. Why? His parents sacrificed. No, it didn't sacrifice, but his mom killed her. Not kill herself, but try to save her husband. And they both died before Naruto even got to a point where he could walk and talk.
Look at him. Most people were even afraid of him, and also because that nine-tailed fox
people did have
destroyed the village,
and
they somehow blamed it on Naruto. So Naruto started doing anything to get people's attention, but it wasn't the cool,
he been doing
heroic
everything.
kind of attention.
And the great thing about Naruto is Naruto always had that ambition that he always tell everybody that one day he gonna be Hokage one day, and everybody started laughing like it was a joke. But
annoyed half the village on purpose. He got scolded a lot, and so he needed to train hard, really hard. He even failed the Ninja Academy 3 times. No one believed in him, and yet he kept saying one thing, that he was going to become Hokage. Everyone laughed at him. But as time went on, he was less that kid over there and the nine-tailed fox brat, and later he became the hero of the village, the child of prophecy, and in the end, even as the seventh Hokage. He went from being the most hated person in the village to one of the most important people in the Hidden Leaf's history. Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke didn't care about...
Wait a minute. Good. They're ridiculous. We're talking about Naruto, hero, the pride joy, the one that got not booed but got bullied for just having a false demon in him. And now we're talking about Sasuke. Now, before we get started, let me give you a quick statement about Sasuke. Sasuke is someone who got Rinnegan, shotgun. He can copy your moves. He got electricity, close up move. His brother Yucha or something killed his family and his whole village. He ended up hating his brother. Something with that snake person cursed him. It was all above it. So he became villain, then became a hero. After me and Naruto changed him into a hero real quick. That's crazy.
He only cared about one thing, revenge. When he was just a kid, his older brother, Itachi, killed their entire clan. Parents, relatives, everyone. And before leaving, he told Sasuke to get stronger if he ever wanted payback. And Sasuke basically became an emo kid who swore revenge on his brother Itachi. So that became Sasuke's whole life. No friends, no fun, just training and waiting for the day he could fight his brother. He was quiet, focused, and better than everyone else in the academy. He was also Naruto's rival. They were complete opposites, loud versus quiet, messy versus perfect, but they ended up on the same team, along with Sakura and their sensei, Kakashi. And from that day, their rivalry began. Over time, that rivalry turned into something deeper. Naruto wanted to catch up. Sasuke wanted to stay ahead. And at some point, Naruto did catch up, and let's just say that Sasuke did not take that well. He was so full of hatred at that point that he literally started fighting Naruto on top of a hospital roof just to prove he was stronger. So yeah,
Wait, hold on. Did they really fight on the top of a hospital building? Or are you just making it up?
He didn't take it well. Seeing Naruto's power was a wake-up call and his cue to dip. He walked away from the village, his friends, everything. He joined the enemy just to get stronger, and it worked.
And the crazy thing about it, he was the one who wanted to beat your ass. He the one who want to beat your ass. And you over there still didn't want him back as a brother. That's a little brother. Like, out of any brother that he had, Naruto is literally Sasuke's one true brother, no matter if they're not blood or not. Like, Sasuke can call Naruto all he wants, and Naruto will be there by his side day in and day out. Like, come on, Sasuke.
But it nearly broke him. In the end, it was that same rivalry, Naruto, that brought him back, with speeches and even stronger punches. Now Sasuke watches from the shadows, no longer obsessed with hate and revenge. Sakura Haruno. Sakura started off as the girl with pink hair and a massive crush.
Yeah, started off
literally.
With the girl who
she wasn't strong and she wasn't fast, and half her screen time was just yelling Sasuke or punching Naruto in the head. But underneath all that was someone who hated being seen as weak. She got put on Team 7 with two of the most overpowered kids in the village. Naruto with the power of the 9 tails, and Sasuke with his I have trauma and I'm good at everything energy. And probably one of the biggest Uchiha prodigies. Meanwhile, Sakura had perfect grades, 0 combat skill, and a forehead that lived rent-free in every insult. At first, she couldn't keep up. She was smart, but in a fight, that didn't matter much. So while Naruto trained with Jiraiya and Sasuke went full emo villain with Orochimaru, Sakura went to the...
Sakura is 10 times smarter than Naruto and Sasuke combined. But when it comes to an actual fight, Naruto and Sasuke can wipe out any fight like that. And with Sakura couldn't. Like, she really couldn't even put that moment or that knowledge to fight anybody like that.
Best teacher she could find.
Yeah, come on. Not the copycat ninja. Not the one who can copycat everybody move and stop.
Showed up late, read a romance book. It was a gift from a friend who died in battle. With that eye, he could copy almost any jutsu he saw, earning him the nickname the Copy Ninja. He knows over 1,000 jutsu, and he's basically in Naruto anime Mr. Worldwide. Everyone knows him. On the outside, Kakashi looked calm, cool, and even a little funny. He was the guy who showed up late, made dry jokes, and read romance books like they were battle plans. But under all that, he was carrying more pain than anyone realized. He had lost his father, his best friend, and his sensei, Naruto's father. Everything started to change.
And his best friend. I remember him actually losing his best friend. I think he had a fighting best friend. But it was some issue or some reason why they made him have a fight. Made him have a fighting best friend. It was some issue that he had.
And when he got his Team 7, in the beginning, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were his students. Teaching them forced him to open up again, to care again, and to remember what it felt like to protect something that mattered. But in the end, he looked at them like family, and Kakashi somehow managed to get even more famous and become the 6th Hokage, Jiraiya. Jiraiya was a wandering writer and a kind of a disaster in public. He called himself the Toad Sage, or Pervy Sage if you ask Naruto, because most people...
Hey, go watch Naruto, and when you get to the episode, or the season, come back and tell me, how bad was Jiraiya? I know y'all will be looking at me like, nah, Jiraiya ain't that bad. Bro, really? Bro, Jiraiya is 10 times worse. This man literally get horny. Like, you know that sexy jutsu Naruto have, right? Bro, this man Jiraiya literally knows bleed looking at Naruto and forgot that was his student that he taught his... I can't remember Naruto's best move, but Jiraiya the one who taught him that
People just knew him as the guy who trained the strongest ninjas and then immediately got kicked out of the bathhouses for peeking at women, or as he calls it, research. Jiraiya might seem goofy, but he was one of the strongest shinobi to ever live. He could summon Toad, the famous romance book in the Naruto world. He was one of the 3 legendary Sannin. Along with Orochimaru and Tsunade, he could take on whole villages by himself if needed. Jiraiya trained many students over the years, but it wasn't just about passing down jutsu. He was once given a prophecy that he would guide someone who could either bring peace to the world or destroy it completely. That's why he never stopped searching. He trained Minato, who became the 4th Hokage. He trained Nagato and Konan, who would go on to lead a dangerous path. And then
in the battle, but we'll get to him in a second. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Down, because he would rather enjoy life and do his research. Itachi Uchiha. To the world, Itachi Uchiha was a monster, the prodigy who deleted his whole clan like they were slowing down the internet speed. Parents, cousins, even little kids. The only one he spared was his younger brother Sasuke, and then he looked him in the eye and told him to get strong if he ever wanted revenge. Everyone believed Itachi was evil, cold, heartless, a traitor to the village, but none of that was...
Itachi was evil, cruel, and cold-hearted. Like, his whole demeanor was so heartless. Like, he didn't care about nothing.
Was the truth. Itachi was a child genius. He graduated from the academy at 7, and by that age, he started to think like the Hokage. As stated by Hiruzen, the third Hokage, he joined the Anbu Black Ops at 11, which is basically a top elite group in the Hidden Leaf Village, and carried more guilt than most adults could survive. What no one knew was that the Uchiha clan was planning a rebellion, and Itachi was ordered by the village leaders to stop it. And, well, we already know how he stopped it. He took the blame. He became the villain on purpose. He let his little brother hate him just to keep him safe.
So he actually took the blame on purpose? I thought you were going to revenge. Why would you take the blame for it? Come on, Itachi.
And he joined a criminal group called the Akatsuki, so he could spy on them from the inside. By the time Sasuke finally got his... He was so fast, people called him the Yellow Flash. He was so dangerous, enemy villages had a flee on-site order. Basically, if you saw him, you were ordered to run away from him immediately. That's how powerful he was. Minato was so fast that he basically even speed ran into becoming Hokage. He became the 4th Hokage in his early 20s. And aside from being fast, he was also smart, calm, and basically the dream Hokage.
And then he taught to Naruto, and Naruto mastered it to perfect, and then Naruto brought him back and taught to Boruto. Now, in a long line of Rasengan in the family.
Strong and fearless Kunoichi. Together, they had a son named Naruto. Even after Minato's death, a part of him lived on. Through Jiraiya, he passed down the Rasengan to Naruto, without Naruto even knowing it came from his own father. One jutsu, 2 generations. But on the day Naruto was born, everything went wrong. The nine-tailed fox broke free, the village was under attack, and a masked man was behind it all. Minato only had one shot. He saved the village by sealing the beast inside his newborn son. And died and he was kind of punched in the gut by Naruto later on in the anime for doing so. Probably not Minato's intention. Orochimaru looked like a snake, sounded like a villain, and acted like he lived in an evil science lab. And honestly, that's not far off. He was one of the 3 legendary Sannin, as mentioned earlier, but instead of protecting the village, he got obsessed with one thing, living forever. He wasn't chasing power the usual way. Orochimaru wanted every jutsu, every secret, every forbidden trick in the book, basically.
Orochimaru, you're insane. And the great thing about it is like, what's the point you get all the jutsu, all the secret of every hierarchy ninja in the village? Like, what you were planning to do? Like, what made you say, I'm gonna go and steal every jutsu, and then steal the secret that made the powerful ninja the way they are? And what you were gonna do with it? What, you gonna take over the universe? The world? Or just take over every village that have powerful warriors? Like, what else you were going to do?
And if the book wasn't evil enough, he'd just write his own. Like doing experiments, body swapping, reanimating the dead, human tests, like testing and doing experiments on living things. Eventually, Hiruzen, the 3rd Hokage, banned him, so he went rogue, built a creepy lair underground, started his own village, and recruited strong but broken kids to do his dirty work. That's how Sasuke ended up with him. Orochimaru took power and didn't ask questions, just experiments and upgrades. He also didn't mention to Sasuke that he
the ability of him to use his arms and his legs, so his people were paralyzed. But Orochimaru did actually kill the 3rd Hokage before he actually got paralyzed and stuff. So, like, even though Mario survived, 3rd Hokage is dead. I know he probably sitting there saying, dang, I'm glad he did. Like, ain't my fault. Even if it was my fault, I got him going.
Madara Uchiha was one of the strongest Uchiha to ever live, probably right next to Sasuke, and one of the greatest prodigies the ninja world had ever seen. His name was hyped up.
Madara almost took out the whole village. Like, Mario almost took out the whole village by himself. Like, bro, by yourself? And the crazy thing about it, Naruto and Sasuke barely survived against that man. I said barely. I didn't say they barely survived. Barely mean they almost died, almost lost their life against this man. And this man would fight everybody, even the two strongest ninja that came out of the academy. And he almost killed them. Almost. You know how
foreshadowed for years, and when he's for everyone, forever. Project Infinite Tsukuyomi. The problem was that every single ninja on first. They're supposed to be the strongest, and he wasn't just beating them, he was toying with them. He even straight up killed Naruto and Sasuke at one point. The only reason they survive is because of the plot. Some fans still joke that the only real way to beat him was to write him out of the show. That's why a lot of people hated the end of the anime. Tsunade is the third legendary Sannin, and easily...
Before we even finish, right? Explain to me. I've been watching this. Tsunade, Lady Tsunade, with kind of a little hard. Don't blame me, but I thought she had something. Like, then y'all felt a little hard. Like, y'all wanted her or something. Like, then y'all felt that connection. Like, come on. Is she been real to this day, my age right now?
One of the strongest women in the entire anime. She could punch through walls, heal people on the brink of death, and gamble away her life savings all in the same afternoon. She didn't look like a typical ninja, but once she got serious, you'd be lucky to walk away in one piece. She was a medical genius,
she got serious,
invented rules that saved thousands of ninja during war. For years, she stayed away, until Naruto showed up, loud and stubborn as ever, and reminded her what being a ninja actually meant. She eventually took on the role of 5th Hokage, and she didn't love paperwork or meetings or speeches, but when the village needed her, she stood at the front line. Whether it was healing 1,000 people at once, or throwing a giant snake across the battlefield, Tsunade got the job done. Hiruzen Sarutobi was the 3rd Hokage, and for a while, he was considered the strongest ninja in the entire world. They called him the Professor, because he knew every jutsu in the village. Fire, earth, shadow clones, and summoning. You name it, he mastered it. He even trained the 3 legendary Sannin, Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Orochimaru, although training one Sannin cost him his life, literally. He became Hokage young, stepped down, and then came back when things got messy. Basically, the substitute teacher who became the principal again.
I want to know, how many Hokage was there? I gotta count. I know there's 7. Yeah, it have to be like 7 or 8 Hokage. And then when it comes down to like the 9-tailed fox, there's literally 9-tailed fox. Like, but all the 9-tailed fox actually died except for Kurome. And the reason why it's crazy, like Kurome is an only 9-tailed fox that still live to this day.
No one else could handle the job, but being wise didn't mean he was perfect. During his second run as Hokage, the village made a lot of bad calls. He couldn't stop Danzo's shady decisions, couldn't protect the Uchiha from being pushed to the edge, and left Naruto to grow up alone, even though he promised to look after him. He meant well, but sometimes meaning well isn't enough. Still, when Orochimaru came back and attacked the village, Hiruzen stepped up. Old, tired, and way past his prime, but he fought like it was still his golden age. In the end, he gave his life to stop his own student, using a forbidden jutsu to seal Orochimaru's arms forever. Despite these controversial takes, some consider him to be one of the greatest Hokage ever to live. Obito Uchiha was supposed to be the next big hero. He was loud, clumsy, late to everything, and still wanted to become Hokage someday. Sound familiar? He was basically Naruto before Naruto, but one mission changed everything. Obito got crushed by a boulder, literally. Everyone thought he died a hero, but someone found him, Madara, and twisted his mind while his body healed. When his body healed, it was told that Kakashi and Rin, his former teammates, were attacked and rushed to help them. And let's just say that what he saw wasn't pretty. Seeing your former crush and probably one of the most important people in the world getting a Chidori into the heart is not a good view. After that, he started wearing a mask, called himself Madara, and quietly launched a plan to trap the entire world inside a dream, the infinite Tsukuyomi. That was Madara's plan, the real Madara. He was behind everything. The Akatsuki, the wars, the attacks. He was the shadow pulling it.
So he was the shadow that was pulling all the string tied to everything. That's kind of cruel. Why would you go that low? Like, you went even lower than I expect you to even go to even get to where you've been at. That messed up.
Every string, and the saddest part is that he believed he was saving the world by destroying it. Obito fought Kakashi, his old teammate, and Naruto, the kid who reminded him of who he used to be. In the end, it wasn't power that stopped him, it was Naruto's talk, no jutsu. Well, rather pain and regret.
This video made a strong case for how amazing Lady Tsunade is. But tell me this, who is the most useless character in all of Naruto and why? I'm reading every single comment below. Click this playlist right here if you want to see more videos just like this one.